One, two, two, three. Let go. Let go. Let go. What's up? What's up? It's about to be ugly. It's about to be ugly. See, I tried to stay in the stratosphere, man. I tried to stay out the way, man. People always want to make you this bad guy, though. I tried to say it, man. One day, people are going to learn. One day, people are going to learn. Hold on, give me a second, y'all. Hold on. You play with the king, you better not miss. This is going to be bittersweet and fun at the same time. Nah, send everybody over here. I need everybody over here. Go get everybody. Enterprise. Go get everybody over here. Because now we going to talk about some setup shit. Who really had R. Kelly intentions to set him up? Oh, man. Oh, boy. So let's go here. If you want to support the channel, you look down at the bottom of the box. At the bottom of the page, you'll see a box that got a $sign in it. That will be the super chat. Also, if you looked at the pin portion of the live chat or the chat box, you will see DanaJay tip jar right there. That's all you got to do is hit the link, and you can put anywhere from $1 to $9,000. Hey, that's if you want to make sure I eat lunch or whatever, so anything, something like that. The Cash App, you see it right there at the bottom left hand of your screen. That says Cash App, $officialDanaJay. That's if you want to make sure I get it directly right then and there. So, I can't do it no other way but this way. Let's go.
Hey, yo, lesson here, babe. You come with the king, you best not miss.
fucking rap niggas. Hustle man, a shooter, that's a fact, nigga. 32 extendos in my Mac, nigga. Spend 1,000 on some t-shirts up at Saks, nigga. I ain't nothing like you fucking rap niggas. Hustle man, a shooter, that's a fact, nigga. 32 extendos in my Mac, nigga. Spend 1,000 on some t-shirts up at Saks, nigga. V12 in the valet, black on black, nigga. SA in the valley, do my tax, nigga. White boy in Manhattan, pay my tax, nigga. Drive out to the hemp just to relax, nigga. I stopped smoking weed, then I relapsed, nigga. Travel around the world, then I came back, nigga. Worth a couple million, that's a fact, nigga. But I am nothing like you fucking rap niggas. I own all the rights to all my raps, nigga. German plates with sheepskin on my mats, nigga. Murder rate increasing if I snap, nigga. Ain't no hanging out, we take y'all off and double back, nigga. Open trust accounts, deposit racks, nigga. $1 million life insurance on my flesh, nigga. Beamers, Benz, Bentleys, or a Lex, nigga. Ferraris in them Lambos, that's what's next, nigga.
Yeah, what's up? This your homeboy Ice Cube. You know what it is, the West Coast Warlord, the Grand Wizard. Don Mega is in the house. Now check this out. I'm inviting you to join the official Black People Social Network. WeGotUps.com. That's WeGotUps.com. 100% black owned, man. I see you here, boys. I see you. You out there doing it, man. And as we say in the Big 3 League, we got ups, baby. So WeGotUps.com. Check it out, man. You know what I mean? Obviously, you know, black people, we definitely need to socialize, get together, figure out this system we all going through. So, you know, WeGotUps.com promises to be that place. Like I said, black owned. Gotta love it. And, you know, willing to make sure that you guys make a social connection. So WeGotUps.com, you know, from your homeboy Ice Cube. Got to throw up the dub, you know, for that. You know what I'm saying? And hey man, official Black People Social Network. You know, I get it right. Don't worry about nothing. Just join, man. Join the official Black People Social Network. WeGotUps.com. WeGotUps.com, man. That's easy, man. We got ups, baby. We got ups. Your homeboy Ice Cube, and I'm out. Throwing up the dub for We Got Ups, man. Check it out.
I stayed into something. So now I'm closer to God. But being closer is hard. The attacks get stronger, become much harder to fight, and they last longer. That's what it's always been. Joy with pain, dark with the light, sun with the rain. With the right perspective, it can be something to gain.
Bloody nightmares, all I dream is purge. If you get caught outside, then you gon' get purged. Niggas say the word and we gon' purge. We gon' purge. We gon' purge. Bloody nightmares, all I dream is purge. If you get caught outside, then you gon' get purged. Niggas say the word and we gon' purge. We gon' purge. We gon' purge.
Fuck as you on, fuck as you niggas is on. We kicking the door, we busting the floor, we getting your family gone. Blood in the air, I'm smelling it now. No stopping the bully, I'm gunning you down. You niggas is kings.
What you gon' do now? Hope you're ready, cause I'm really about to put it down. Girl, you know that I will never disrespect you. We have tomorrow, but tonight I wanna spank you. That ass down, gotta make it last now. Girl, I'm so, then I'ma beat it up. Hate on me, but no. Try to say stop when the beat say go. There you go again, that voice is watch you make your girlfriend go. Come on, come on, come on. You've been waiting patiently, wondering when and where I be. After causing ruckus in the industry, making this so she can't sleep.
Good morning. Good morning. That's all I needed was a couple hours of sleep. And guess what? I'm back with the fuck shit. So to give people an outcome of what I'm talking about and what's going on, my name was being spewed too much on Daboski's channel. So I went on Daboski's channel, and at this point, I'm clearing my name from 2.5 years of lies and all the bullshit, right? With the twinkle toe sweet angel Miss Dom K, and all of his appropriate supporters. Well, he said that he had a recording where Doug said he was gonna fly me out for the R. Kelly case and had me there for a week, and I supposed to be meeting with the prosecutors. Well, it was asked by Daboski and Company to produce that goddamn audio. So he wouldn't produce it because one thing about me, I'm not going to incriminate myself, but there's no audio with Doug Anton telling me he want me to fly to New Jersey to testify for the prosecution. There's no audio with Doug Anton even saying that he want me to work for the prosecution. There's no audio with Doug Anton working for the prosecution. There's no audio of Dana working with the prosecution. So you see, these idiots run with shit that made up stuff, and they lie. Well, they don't call me the receipt man for nothing. And it was a lady that was on my dick heavy by the name of Marquita Page. aka Little Honey. Well, her and Dom K tried to make a claim that I'm this awful bad guy. So, in Chicago, I clearly said that Rob wanted everybody to take Daryl Johnson's number and pictures out of their phone. Well, Dr. Rogers said she ain't doing it, and she continued talking to Daryl. Lil Honey and them, I'm not going to say in them, but Little Honey called Daryl on the phone. Well, let's go here. When Marquita Page was flying in, she was saying that she didn't want to stay with D. Wilson and Antoinette. So, Marquita ain't tell me what was going on between, or the conversations that had happened between her and Antoinette. So, when she told me that Antoinette wouldn't pick her up from the airport, I immediately called D. Wilson and told her what was told to me, which caused the issue between me and Antoinette. And after we talked about it, me and Antoinette, we don't have a problem. So, which resulted to Marquita Page coming with Sylvia and D. Wilson when we was in Chicago for the second time. And I had the second rally. And Marquita putting all these lies like, oh, I told her I want to have sex with her and this and this. First of all, I will not stick my penis. Sound low? Okay. First of all, thanks, sis. First of all, I will not stick my penis into an off-brand Faith Evans wannabe. Okay? That have bad breath, that smokes 9,000 cigarettes. So, what y'all do know is this right here. I did a series on her already. This is the first one. You know you done fucked up. The second one. Lil Honey, I'm not done yet. Where I interviewed Lil Honey's sister. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to hold you hostage no more. She told me that, oh, you put anything out on my family, we're going to give you a civil lawsuit. Buckle up, baby. Because I'm saying fuck you and your civil lawsuit. Now we're going to see who really was trying to set Robert up and who was trying to help. Because what you didn't bank on is you were secure about those videos, right? But one thing you don't understand is you wasn't secure about the audio. You never know what I got. And what made me record you is when you kept coming to me with janky ass deals for R. Kelly. I mentioned about Sister T.E.40's sister. Prima Donna said, shaking my head. Hold on. Shaking my head. Now you see why I refuse to let these leeches attach their BS to me. What happened to the candle money she said she was collecting for the defense since we acting concerned? Uh-oh. Wait. Where's Yellow Michelle? Where's Queen Christy? Where's all them at now? Where's all the new pages that popped up? Just Love? Wait a minute. She was collecting candle money? Oh. This is the live that they don't want to see. Because she also, Prima, was collecting money for the defense of R. Kelly with them t-shirts that look like a Vaughn. So she too is running a defense fund that nobody knew about. So when people say they given to these defense funds and then try to attach the defense fund that Doug Anton and myself and Levi was promoting, that Doug Anton started with Rob permission for Rob to put in the trust. Now y'all saying I don't have nothing to do with this. I don't have nothing to do with this. Prima said they all had merch and other BS they using to fundraise. Wow. But we really gonna get into some real commentary. Something that nobody knew about. Oh, Sophie Page. Guess what? Guess what, Sophie Page? Thank you. Have a nice day. Nikki M, you unhit Sophie Page. No, I swear, you and Leisha ain't playing. Y'all smacking them at the same time. Whew. Y'all ain't joking. Thanks, Nick. So, right. Blah, 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 blah. Blah party. See, the devil coming in real quick. But guess what?
See, the devil busy. See, the devil won't act stupid. But he got time.
That's why I clearly knew the dummy kept trying to put words in my mouth like I cared. But about his shirts. I plain and clearly said none of that was my concern until they came at me. Facts. So you get it. They coming at the people who's been staying steadfast for Robert. But she said DanaJay a bad guy. After Chicago, she ain't had no talks with DanaJay. After Chicago, she hated DanaJay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to play 4 audios. 2 months after Chicago. Let's make this make sense. Exhibit number 1. It's 6:30 your time in California. That means it's 9:30 my time. That means I was asleep. But DanaJay a bad guy. So why did this happen? Oh, James Page, if you're watching, take notes.
Hello.
What you doing, Damon?
I'm trying to sleep.
Oh, what the shit? I thought you was up. It's 6:30 here.
What's up?
Nothing. Because like I told you, I see little stuff, and so I ain't really been, listening to nothing, so I didn't know it was a situation with y'all.
Man, fuck them. I'm done. I'm not even discussing.
Yeah.
For them folks wrong.
They been saying stuff?
They doing what they doing. Just go back and watch.
What, your video or what she's saying?
Or? My video. You won't hear me speak on her.
Yeah. No, honestly, I didn't know because I just seen a little post. I know I put a post up on her thing, and she has on my birthday, she put a post up. She's like, on my timeline, she's like, happy birthday. I was like, wow, that's weird. I was like, I'll never see her reach out to nobody, just really, I was kind of surprised,
I don't know, but I don't fuck with her, so.
Yeah. And then I had tagged you and her, so that's why I was like, I ain't
don't
even
tag
know.
me in nothing with that
Oh, see, I didn't know.
No, I do not fuck with her. Don't tag me in nothing. I really don't fuck with people that fuck with her.
Oh, well, like I said, I didn't know it was a situation. I didn't know. I know y'all had that issue before. You know what I'm saying?
I remove myself from all of it. I'm not. I walk alone. I don't.
Yeah, I seen y'all video when you was on the live. Did you see me on there? And I was like, "What's up, Dana?" No. I was like, "Huh?"
No.
I don't know if it was like.
What is your name on YouTube?
What is your name?
No. What is your name on YouTube?
Marquita Page.
Okay.
Yeah. And I was like, because I don't know if when you post them up, I don't know if you would say live, you know, like daintezjackson, when you post something that like I get a notification, and then I know it be live, but I didn't know if it be like you be done already recorded it because some of the comments was like an hour ago or whatever. So I didn't know.
All right, well, let me get up, get dressed. I'll meet you back.
All right.
That's recording 1. Do that sound like somebody that hates you after something that was beyond your control that happened in another state 2 months prior? Now, she told everybody when she left Chicago, she ain't had no dealings with me. She hated me. Because I started all this shit and I'm such a bad guy. That's not what this audio is showing. Am I right or am I wrong? But, excuse me, let's go to recording number 2.
Hey, Dana.
Yeah.
I got somebody that want to do something for Rob. And you, I don't know if you use enough, but he's trying to get in touch with somebody. He's a real big artist. He works with the Jackson family real close, so with Michael. He's not a singing artist. He's a different kind of artist.
What kind of artist?
He's a painter.
So what are you trying to do for Rob?
He wants to do something for him. He wants to do a painting, and so something like that. And so he talked to Mr. Greenberg, and he gave him a number to somebody that was getting, I guess it was the wrong number.
All right, well, so tell him to do the painting, and then we'll take it from there.
No, he don't do it like that because he's a big, he works with big celebrities, Beyonce, all of them.
What?
Yeah, he don't do it like that.
So how you do it then?
He wants to do something for him, but he wants to, I guess, I don't know who he can talk to. So
Wait, and I'm going to say this. If y'all can distinguish who that is in the background talking, you'll understand where I'm at. Just pay attention to voices.
He can explain.
I mean, he can talk to me. That's what I'm saying. Like, what do he want to do?
I guess he want to do some type of painting, like, where he could do the posters and have Rob bag it, but he doesn't want to just put something out there and people copy it, where his stuff is branded. He goes with Smokey Robinson.
Tell him to get in touch with me, and then we'll talk about it.
And stuff. But you don't have, you don't have another person too, directly?
I'm just telling you who the person is that you can talk to. It's me.
Okay. All right. All right.
So if you paid attention to the voices in the background, you knew who I was around and where I was at. When she called talking about, oh, I got a painter that want to do some things for Robert. So she's trying to get in to Robert, and I keep saying no. Send him to me. But if you pay attention to the voices, and I'm going to play it again. Y'all might know these voices. I'm not telling.
Hey, Dana.
Yeah.
I got somebody that want to do something for Ron.
Who?
And you, I don't know if you was in love, but he's trying to get in touch with somebody. He's a real big artist. He works with the Jackson family, real close with Michael. He's not a singing artist. He's a different kind of artist.
What kind of artist?
He's a painter.
So what are you trying to do for Rob?
He wants to do something for him. He wants to do a painting, and so something like that. And so he talked to Mr. Greenberg, and he gave him a number for somebody that was getting, I guess it was the wrong number.
All right, well, so tell him to do the painting, then we'll take it from there.
No, he don't do it like that because he's a big, he works with big celebrities, Beyonce, all of them.
What?
Yeah, he don't do it like that.
So how you do it then?
He wants to do something for him, but he wants to I guess I don't know who he can talk to, so he can explain.
I mean, he can talk to me. That's what I'm saying. Like, what do he want to do?
I guess he want to do some type of painting, like, where he could do the posters and have Rob bag it, but he doesn't want to just put something out there and people copy it, where his stuff is branded. He goes with Smokey Robinson.
Tell him to get in touch with me, and then we'll talk about it.
And stuff. But you don't have, you don't have another person to directly.
I'm just telling you who the person is going to do that you can talk to. It's me.
Okay. All right.
She didn't want the painter to speak to you. Shaking my head, right. But if y'all paid attention, didn't I sound kind of far away? If you heard the two voices in the background, y'all know who that is. So it's evident that I was sitting right in front of Robert with the phone on speakerphone. That's why when I say I don't have to make nobody believe what I am and who I am, I don't care what they believe. At the end of the day, we was on speakerphone. Y'all didn't hear me click over and say, Robert. No, you just heard me talk. And then when I went silent, you don't think he was telling me what to say? You don't think at that point he said, this sound fishy? I don't want nothing to do with it? Talking about how you gonna raise money for somebody you don't know. So what may I ask, what are they doing? Never mind. Greenberg clearly confirmed why the defense fund wasn't transferred. At that time, I'm gonna give you an update, and the defense fund was transferred eventually over to Greenberg. So that's recording number 2. Do you have your lawyer on the phone yet, little honey? Because here come number 3.
Phone and hung up on you, Dana. But thanks for agreeing with me, because I was feeling kind of low.
Wait, you hate me, remember? I'm a bad person. So why are you talking to me about your husband? James Page, you listening? Let's go.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? Because I want to be the best person I could be in a relationship, and I told you that. You know what type of person I am.
I can check it now.
And I just felt like it's disrespectful. Like, me and his mom don't have no good blood. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes people do stuff to sabotage situation. Like, I went through his phone, and his mom was like, hey, she wants you to call her.
Why you going through his phone?
For me?
Yeah.
Because I don't trust him.
Huh?
Because I don't trust him.
No, but that's what you're wrong at. If you don't trust him, why be with him? See,
I mean, I trust him to a certain extent.
See, you doing things that's making yourself. Are you doing stuff that's making yourself get and feeling down and stuff like that? Nah, you can't do that.
Yeah.
If you don't trust him, you shouldn't even be with him.
Yeah, that's true. You know, and it's like, you know, we both, you know.
You doing this to yourself then. But I mean, because if you don't trust him, and he know he don't trust you, and he know you don't trust him, it's just a matter of time who's gonna fuck up first.
That's Lil Honey, aka Mark
That's all.
Page.
Yeah.
AKA the fake.
And then like
Faith
my
Rod.
what
was it? Faith.
till like last night, 10 o'clock at night. You know what I'm saying? I got off the bed and went for a walk.
No.
You know.
No, but see, here's the thing though, and you can't do that at that time of night because you leaving spectaclism, and for him to think you fucking around.
Yeah.
Right.
Never give nobody animosity and guns to shoot back at you.
And then my 16-year-old, he gives me a lot of problems because, you know, he ain't always be at my grandma's house and stuff. And so, you know, like, people in their feelings, like, you know, about our relationship and stuff. It ain't good perfect. We been through things. You know what I'm saying? We didn't cheat on each other.
What's up, Mo? All right, because your 16-year-old probably don't want to deal with this shit, honestly.
Yeah, and then it was like they got into it. He told him, he's like, you got to go to school. I'm going to pick you up. I'm going to take you. This and that. He's disrespectful. So he was in the car taking him around to school.
So if your 16-year-old is being disrespectful towards James, 9 times out of 10, listen, 9 times out of 10, it's something that you done said to him. It's something that you done said in reference to James and didn't realize you either said it to him or said it around him, and that shit stuck to his heart because now you're looking at it like, yo, this my motherfucking mother. Who the fuck are you? So now you got to think about what type of conversation you had with or around your son.
I could tell you what you know what, I really didn't, but I could tell you what it was. He seen me cry one time, you know.
That's enough to do it right there.
Yeah, he seen me really break down and cry. Like, this dude really hurt my mama.
And he gonna do whatever he can do to run James away.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And
so now you're in a predicament where you gotta choose in between your husband or your son.
Yeah.
And the only thing I'm gonna say is, coming from a person that's been in that predicament, you better choose wisely.
Yeah.
Because if you choose the wrong one, that other one ain't gonna ever forget.
Yeah. But I've seen situations with my friends like that. So I'm just, you know, and so
I'm just telling you, niggas come and go, but your kids don't.
Oh, why call me now? What's going on? Why call me now? What's going on? What you say?
You know it's against the law for you to record in the state of California, right?
I don't live in California.
I live in California.
I don't care where you live at.
Okay, so you know you're gonna get sued. You ain't got.
Okay, take me to court.
You stay in court. You a broke ass nigga.
Okay, take me to court. I'm a broke ass nigga. So why you calling my motherfucking phone?
Why are you playing with my motherfucking family and me?
Man, fuck you.
Fuck your dead mama.
And my mama ain't dead, bitch. Your mama dead.
You don't know who the fuck your mama is.
And your mama dead. And your mother was up there sucking dick in a crack house, bitch.
Oh, she was? And you said that to say what?
Okay, so what are you saying? Like, yo, you interrupted me from bringing the beautiful content to my beautiful people.
You ain't doing shit.
Exit stage left, ho. I'm out. Let's finish before we was rudely interrupted.
Yeah. And then Josh was disrespectful. Real one that, and James was like, don't take him around. I mean, Josh was that far. He's like, if he says that to me, I'll call and have him violated. I was like, whoa, you can't do that.
Yes, he can. Yes, he can. you think I'm gonna say this. Morally, he's not supposed to do that. But personally, it's easy. He just pick up the phone and let him know that let him know that James is beating on him. So that's all he gotta do is call the police and say James is beating on me. I don't feel safe in this house no more. James gone.
Yeah.
The problem is you brought your son into the shit. Now you gotta be the one to take him out of it. The problem is it don't sound like you got the type of son that's willing to leave. That type of situation.
Well, my son, he really dating. He don't stay here with me. He be at my grandmother's house. He always he been staying there the last couple of years.
That's bad.
You know.
That's bad though.
But he see me every day. He around me every day. We talk every day.
It's not the same though, Mark. It's not the same, Marky.
And it's only because I'm gonna tell you why. Because my mother raised me, and I've always been there. So you know, she never had no son. So it's like she always co-parented me. So
Nah, not while you married, you ain't. I'm gonna keep this shit 100 with you.
Marquita Page, aka.
You say you trying to mend it? I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. How can you mend it?
I guess our audio went really low on that point.
Exactly.
That part, Sunshine Brown. Yes, that's the Faith lookalike.
No. And you gotta understand this. In war, there is no such thing of sometimes you in it, sometimes you're not. No, sirree. In war, you gotta realize when you've been violated, there is no coming back. And you don't either. How?
That part and
It don't matter. It don't matter. Flirting is flirting. Flirting is still violating your marriage.
That's when she was saying that she was flirting with other men.
That's still violating your marriage. That's what you don't understand. Hey, there's a reason why this is what I'm gonna say to you. Even when you flirt a little, that's enough to be engaged a lot. So even though you might not engage all the way, all the time, at one point in time in your life, you engaged enough. And that's what people got to realize. Flirting is flirting.
That part.
If you're married, that's off. If you're in a committed relationship, that's off boundaries. Come here. Let me call you right back, Marquita. Let me call you back. What?
Hello?
Here's number 4.
Hello?
What you doing, Dana?
I'm at work.
Huh?
I'm at work.
Oh, okay. Alright, I'll call you.
Why? What's going on?
Nothing, on my way to Home Depot, doing some upgrades in my house, so going to get some paint, carpet and stuff up there.
Okay.
Everything is stuff. Just going through the motions, trying to figure it
Hey,
out.
Tiff.
It's all new being home. You know?
Thank you, Tiff.
Yeah.
Like you be talking to me about relationships. It's all new. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I'm gonna ask you a question. Do you think it's appropriate to say if your mom was here and your mom say we in a relationship and your mom such and such, wants you to call him. Would you feel some type of way if me and your mama don't have a good relationship and we didn't have issues in the past? Would you feel some type of way?
Hold up, say that again.
If you and mom, like you said about your baby mama, you didn't like her mom or whatever, right? So if her mama told her that one of her exes or a friend of the family wanted her to call, and you guys got trust issues, would you feel some type of way?
And she would get the fuck out of my house. But before she get out of my house, I want to know first of all, why are you advocating for my other half and to call her ex?
Or a friend that I ain't never heard of or nothing. And that's the Dana, you a bad influence because that's the word I use, advocating.
Oh, that's how I'm a bad influence. Oh, Miss LaTanya Walker. That's what she meant last night. Because I used big words. That's what she meant. I wish Miss LaTanya Walker was over here.
So, I seen little signs of disrespect since that, everything is in my name. The cell phones and everything. So, I can go pull a bill. You know what I'm saying? So, then I looked in the phone. I got him a job making $25 an hour, $30 an hour. You know what I'm saying? Fresh out. My people, got a construction company. And so, don't nobody come home from the feds making $30 an hour fresh out. You know what I'm saying? So,
I think you need to just sit back and watch how that play out.
Yeah.
But keep a mental note.
Yeah. And then it's been a little disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Some shit you been said to me. You know what I'm saying? And I just said, when you go from talking, so I went through the phone and he had called the broad like at 6:30 in the morning. We leave at 5:30 to go to work. He ain't really got to be there till 7. So I was like, why are you calling somebody at 6:30 in the morning? If somebody calling me at 6:30 in the morning, especially a nigga, we either fucking or something, or we in something together. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason why you should call somebody at 6:30, another woman at 6:30 in the morning. Do you agree with me, Dana?
Yeah.
And I was like, if it's something you want to do, just let me know. You know what I'm saying? I know what type of woman I am, Dana. I don't mind being by myself. But at the same time, you're not going to drag me. You know what I'm saying? You're not, and like I sent him a text one day.
Nikki,
like,
you
I'm
get
not
it.
gonna no frog for no snake. You know what I'm saying? I'll sit in the gutter.
You get it. So now y'all seeing the holes being plugged in. But it's still some holes there. I done played 4 audios. I ain't even get to the videos yet. But I got a 5th audio where all the holes are being plugged in. Now, what do you mean, Dana, when you say somebody trying to set R. Kelly up? Marquita wanted to have Robert go to Modesto, where it could have been a free fall if one of them mute R. Kelly people would have showed up. You know what? Y'all don't want to hear from me. Me and Marquita, ex-homegirl, the one she grew up with, the one that Marquita stabbed in the back, me and her had a conversation that she knew about. Let's listen to what the sister had to say.
Hello?
Good morning. You called me?
Yeah, I did.
I was outside slaving.
You know how what?
I said I was outside slaving in the yard.
I got a question.
Yes, sir.
Marquita called me,
right? Again?
Yeah, and told me she got something. She got a artist that want to do something for Rob, right? So I said, so all right, what do you want to do? And she was like, I guess he like a painter or something. And I said, well, have him paint it, and then let me see it. And she was like, nah, he a different type of artist. And I'm like, what? And she was like,
what?
Right. And she was like, and so is there anybody that you can get me into to talk to Rob? But I said, well, you talking to me? What's up?
Get to the point quick.
And she was like, oh yeah, he's a painter.
That's what they did. Try to play your friend. Right. Call you talking.
And then after giving me his
exactly, Prima.
Well, do you have a number where I can talk to somebody? I said, you talking to me?
What's she trying? I don't get what she's trying to do.
I don't either. And I'm sitting up here like, yo, you talking to me? You ain't gonna talk to nobody else.
Right, because we don't know if you talk about some bullshit or not. He don't need no bullshit. He don't need none of that right now.
Right. So that's why
he don't need shit right now. He ain't even at home. Why is he giving him any proposals when he not home? He's not worried about that. He can't do shit about that shit.
Well, first of all, here's the thing. Marquita already put herself in a doghouse with all these fucked up ass, promises about doing shows out there.
What she did, what I explained to her when she asked me to come on with her, I said, no, I had my hands still. I said, anytime you do something, you got to come with a proposal so we know what we're dealing with, a person dealing with the budget and all of that stuff and how he's going to profit. You just can't come with an idea and hope and you haven't even checked into it. Right. You have to go out to the venues to see if there's even, a right venue for it because some of the venues, they sound system is fucked up.
But that's the crazy thing. That's the crazy thing. And she came to me like, oh, yo, it's a definite go. And I put my name on it twice. I'm not willing to put my name on it no more.
Well, what happened is, I'm going to just tell you the truth. What happened was,
it don't matter.
When she went out half-assed. And I told her I could have did it. You know what I'm saying? I actually,
Listen, that's not my concern no more. That's her bro. When I put my name on it, I was under the impression, but that she did her everything. Rob asked me about that 12 times.
I'm going to let Prima handle this one.
Are we just going to block anything coming from out there? So,
well, like I told her, you got to do a proposal. I told her how to do everything. I even reached out to my sister, which is, she know people in the camp too, that, you could help. And I'm not about to put my name out there and then it be half-assed too. Right. You know what I'm saying? I don't work like that. When I got hooked up on all kinds of stuff, but I'm not, if it's really fucked up and I know that you're not really going to put your 150% in.
I'm going to pause that. I'm going to pause that because I know Prima about to come back with a clapback. Here we go. And if a dummy hadn't been baited to show the man personal shit on live, how the fuck would we know that is how he uses leverage as outlined by prosecutors? Facts. So, Rebecca Johnson, you are the imposter, Rebecca. Stay the fuck off my platform, bitch. We have the real Rebecca over here. So, I want to know how Meek and Angelo set up R. Kelly. When Rebecca Johnson, you follow Don Russell, who's in indictments after indictments, bitch. But you won't speak on that, ho. Make this make sense. Now, we can finish. Dumbass motherfucker.
I'm not about to be bothered with, like I told her. Well, like it takes a lot to go out there and get a venue and stuff and be sitting and make people believe that for one, it was at the worst time. And then two, you're not prepared to even be speaking to nobody. So that's what we fucked up at. When she fucked up, because I never fuck up.
But like I said, at the end of all that, people thought I was joking when I said ain't nothing coming through.
And they thought she was joking too. Sure.
But I'm not saying about her, but I'm saying Marquita and all of them thought I was joking when I said I'm not taking nothing to Rob to do me. People ain't coming through. Proposals ain't coming through. I don't give a fuck no more.
Right.
Unless I hear from that person guarantee what it is and how you gonna do it and how it's gonna profit him.
Exactly.
Don't bring that shit to me.
I told her that from the gate. I said, you can't come half talking business to people.
And she done burnt that bridge when it comes to me.
So. And then when she was actually talking to the people, she did talk to the people, but people think you playing because you joking.
That's not.
I said you cannot joke when you. They think she did talk to people. She did have some people come through, but they thought she was joking.
And she told me that she talked to him and everything.
Sacramento was like waiting, and they didn't call back. I mean, they was waiting to call back because they was booked. Like I told her, she could have did 2 places for sure. They would have been like, hell yeah. But one, my sister, I told her to wait because my sister said that it's kind of a small venue, but I didn't know he did like kind of like intimate. It ain't even really intimate, but I didn't know he do small venues like that. But it would have been perfect for him, for his whole, his everything, his whole persona. It would have fit him just to the T. You know what I'm saying? But she was like, I don't want to take him over there. I'm like, bitch, who you think everybody else go to when they come out here? Stop playing. You want to take him to Modesto? I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Stop playing. Like, you sound crazy as hell to me.
And she told us that Modesto wanted him and that Modesto.
They did, but look, Modesto's in a small town to where, they don't have like nice venues because it's still like a country town. So they have like banquet halls. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
opposed to right. And then I'm like, I don't think that's safe for him to be when the chair could be picked up. A fight can start and you can pick up a chair and sling it.
So she wanted Robert to go to Modesto, and you just heard her sister Mishi say that's not a safe environment for him. That's like a banquet hall where somebody can pick up a chair and sling it. You think I'm going to put Robert in that type of predicament? But wait, you called Glenda and said, I'm trying to set up R. Kelly. So you trying to get Robert to come to Modesto to a banquet hall. And once again, if something would have happened to Robert, my name would have been on it because I stamped it. That's why it never happened. So who's really trying to set up R. Kelly? Hello, honey? Where's the defense fund money that you raised with them shirts that had Avant on the front of it? Where's the candles that you were selling? Now, I have real candle people over here. I have people that make real candles that smell good. Good. That I support. So where's the candle money, but that you tried to talk to my sis prima donna into going in with? See, this is the live that you didn't want your crew, Glenda and all of them, to see. You didn't want Miss LaTanya Walker to get a hold of this. Because she gonna go the fuck off. Let's finish.
No, I don't think for anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Same thing Rob said. Rob said no.
Now, any place that a chick could be, I was trying to explain to her the type of stuff that would work and the type of stuff that wouldn't work for security purposes and insurance purposes and all of that. So she know. I said, you cannot. I said, you need to take a class.
So can
take a business class so you can know. I connected with people. I'm not telling her nothing. Ain't nobody fooling with her. Because at the same time, if you wanted to do a portrait for him, of him.
Wait, Your own sister. You must be the devil. Kobe, what you say about the devil?
See, the devil busy. See, the devil won't act stupid. But I bought, ooh, he hot top of my.
Whew.
Present one. And then if he asks for something separate, and then let that man do that, but you ain't even got him. You're not even presenting him with a sample. And how you gonna present him with anything while he's in jail and he don't have that type of interaction with people? Like, get out of here. Your husband just got out of jail. You know what the fuck you could do and not do in the Fed. Stop playing.
Well, from what I heard, they going through problems right now.
He on her ass about her handling her business. That's the problem. He on her ass.
Well, so she hit me with something different. She hit me with his mom want him to talk to his ex.
That ain't never changed. That's been from the beginning, from day one. That's over 15 years. They so over it. The mama's so over it. Like I told her, she's never gonna like you. Get over it. You got your own fucking mama and grandmama. Why is you so want to have this relationship with a motherfucker that don't like you for whatever reason? Let it go though.
But she told me
that lady ain't gonna never like her. Shit.
But she told me she was like, Dana, how would you take this if you was talking to your husband and then a mama say, oh, the ex-girlfriend wants you to get in contact with her? But I said, that'd be disrespectful and everybody get the fuck out my house.
Right, but the lady don't even come over the house. And yeah, she said it because she don't like it, but I don't care what the woman say. What he say? Is he doing it? That's when the real disrespect come in. So if he do it, that's what it is.
So that's when she told me, like, oh, me and James.
What you mad at the mama for? You need to be mad at him if he doing it.
So that's when, and she told me, oh, me and James are getting into it, and I go walking at 10 o'clock at night. I said, hell no. That's setting a rule that you out there doing something. And she was like, well, I'm not. But I said, well, Monkey, you gotta look at it like this. A lot of people that get accused of shit really don't do it.
That's why I love you, Prima. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
If you leaving at 10 o'clock at night and don't come back till 11:40, where the fuck are you going?
Who pick you up?
Right. Oh, no, I'm just walking around. Come on, Marquita. Even if you're walking around, you're putting the illusion that you're fucking around.
Let's go.
Half of her problems with him is domestic. You know what I'm saying? Handle your business. Period. There's 24 hours in a day for you to be domestic, to be a parent, to be a mama, to be a wife, to be that. You done had 17, 15, how many motherfucking years he been gone to do and know what you're supposed to do. Period. You should have been doing it anyway from day one. As a woman, period. Do that.
I told her plain and simple, and this is what I'm going to leave.
They don't want that, Prima.
Plain and simple. If you ain't happy, leave. There's no reason.
She ain't going nowhere.
There's no reason.
She ain't going nowhere.
Well, I mean, if that's what James liked, then okay. But
right.
But
he working with her. She ain't doing what she supposed to. She lazy. Okay? She lazy. There's no reason for the little stuff she do. And then she want to nitpick. I told her all of the stuff he telling her right now. I told her to do way before he came. So if he walked through the door, he starts seeing this. I said, what I tell you?
Then the thing that get me is she was telling me like, oh, my oldest son don't like him. And I said, wait a minute. If your oldest son don't like him, one or two things happen. And she was like, what? I said, one, the oldest son seen y'all fighting. Or two, you've been talking to your oldest son like he your friend.
Exactly. Thank you. Speak on it. Thank you. That part right there. Thank you.
Matter of fact, and she said, no, it wasn't none of that. He just
oh, my God.
Listen, she was like, no, it wasn't none of that. He just seen his mama crying over him. But I said, that's enough right there to make me want to bash a nigga fucking face in.
Beat his head in.
So I said,
but you got it right. You got it right.
So I told her at the end of the day, Marquita, you did this. You gotta fix it. If you ain't gonna fix it, move the fuck on, because it's only gonna get worse. What happens when your son build up enough anger and just walk to your house and just start shooting shit?
Thank you.
Because you know he can't beat James hands on.
Thank you.
So if I know I can't beat a motherfucker, at my next step, I'm gonna wait till he turns his head and I'm gonna hit him with a bat or something across his head, or I'm gonna shoot the shit out of him. Yo, you fucking with my mama, bro. Don't nothing else matter. That's my mama.
Thank you. But she shouldn't put him in a predicament to where all of that. But it ain't that. It's like you said. She treat him like he's her friend instead of her child. Then he needs to do stuff as a child that he's not doing at all, and her as a mother is not making him do, which is crazy to me because I wish a motherfucker would. But
and the other thing,
you know what I'm saying? And then you don't put your kids in your business, so stop telling your kids this, that, and that. And what you crying for? Because that man was gone. He just came home. It's you. You can't blame shit on nobody else. It's you. He just came home. So what was the problem?
Then the other thing that got me was when she said, and my oldest son lived with my mom, and I go over there and stay for a month. And so I said, whoa.
She ain't stayed over there for no month, but he do stay over there. She ain't stayed over there no month. She go over there, take naps in the daytime, but she ain't been over there in a long time.
Here's my thing. This is what I told her. If you my wife and you want to go stay at your mama house for a month, stay the fuck there.
She ain't going over there. She putting the tent on too. She go over there to visit, but she ain't been over there. Well, she needs to be over there, but she ain't been over there. She needs to be going over there and check on her grandmother, but she ain't been there.
Just like I put two and two together, but I said, yo, shorty be, but I mean, and she was flirting and everything, and when James came, when James was locked up, and I'm like, I mean, but that's not my cup of tea, you know, so I'm not going to do that. But at the end, but
hold on, wait. She said that I was trying to flirt with her and I wanted to fuck her. But you hearing the conversation was going on.
Like she go over there, take naps in the daytime, but she ain't been over there in a long time.
Here's my thing. This is what I told her. If you my wife and you want to go stay at your mama house for a month, stay the fuck there.
She ain't going over there. She putting the tent on too. She go over there to visit, but she ain't been over there. Well, she needs to be over there, but she ain't been over there. She needs to be going over there and check on her grandmother, but she ain't been there.
Just like I put two and two together, but I said, yo, shorty be, but I mean, and she was flirting and everything, and when James came, when James was locked up, and I'm like, I mean, but that's not my cup of tea, you know, so I'm not going to do that. But at the end of the day, it's like she can't get mad at folks, and she's getting mad at folks because of her fucking. You can't do that.
Thank you. It's all that right there. You said that. That sums it up in a nutshell. Right there. That's it.
Just like she got heated with me last night. Like, is there anybody else that I can talk to other than you? If I'm telling you I'm the only one you can talk to, why is you asking for another number? At this moment,
I'm still trying to figure out what do she need to talk to him about a fucking picture, a painting when he locked up in jail.
Nobody is going to fuck with her. Nobody. I mean, and that's what I'm pretty much trying to tell her in an indirect way, like, yo, you can only go through me now. You're blocked from everybody else. Because niggas was really
thanks, love yourself,
ready to go to out west and taking time off, and she fell through.
You said it the first time when you said it the very first time. You had it pretty much right, but she did go out there, but it's you not prepared. You know what I'm saying? For one, I kept saying, you need information, contact them so they could talk directly to whoever she needed to talk to. You could have passed it on. All you had to do is present it to them, pass the number on, let them go from there. You want to be the middle person all the time.
You don't have to be the middle person all the time to just get a job done and get your, your clout for doing whatever. And it shouldn't even be about that if you're doing something out the kindness of your heart and you helping. You know what I'm saying? You'll get blessed anyway.
And the other thing that got me is when she came out here, I noticed she kept saying, I'm the champ's wife.
I know you wasn't lying.
Who's the champ? Floyd Mayweather don't know.
Hey, stop being messy.
Right, but I'm like, Floyd Mayweather don't know you, so... Cause I
he know him, because they was in the same camp. They got hiccup pictures together. No. And I got a partner that...
No, Floyd know James.
Right.
He know James on a personal level. He don't know Marquita like
that. Right. He don't know Marquita.
He know
because I got a friend out here that fucks with all of them. Even what's his name? Fuck with him like real tight. He on my page. You're saying CASHAPP fucks with all of them, and he told me some things. And that used to be my ex in high school days. But he fucks with them real tight. And they. He said he basically messed up, you know what I'm saying, with his attitude, his issues, and all of that. What's the other man name? Jay, I can't even think his name. He said if he fucked up with him, he fucked up with everybody.
Jay Prince?
He said, because he'll take care of you, but he don't play no games. I forgot his name. I'm like, she just needs to tighten up on her stuff. I'm like, you got a good heart or whatever, but you all over the place. You know what I'm saying? You're all over the place.
She do.
No, she don't mean no harm to nobody, but she just needs to deal with what she can do with it.
But her business savvy is gonna cause her to get ate the fuck up out here in these streets.
She ain't ready. I told her she wasn't ready. Like, you ain't ready. And it take a lot of time. I'm like, no, I got to do stuff for my own stuff I have to do. I don't have no time. I did, like I said, I did reach out with my sister, which has contact with a lot of people and stuff, and because she has given a lot of stuff. And then I said, well, just hold. I told Nita, I said, just hold on. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, because I want her to do it.
And then she
I want her to see how it is. I don't want nobody to help her.
And she was putting me in touch with a Sugar T and all this. And I'm like, yo, ain't nobody else reach out to me. And she's like, no, you supposed to call Sugar T. No, Sugar T said she was going to call me. And she never did.
She did talk to Sugar T.
Yeah, but Sugar T ain't never reach out to me. But I talked to her on the phone.
But she fucks with them. I mean, but you can get in contact with Sugar T because Sugar T E40 fucks with everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Sugar T was talking about bringing me out there and all that.
Oh, on her little thing, her little platform. Yeah, she probably would. Because they just down to earth like that.
Yeah, she was talking about bringing me out and talking and all that. But, I mean, it all fell through.
Yeah, they down to earth.
But I asked Marquita.
But what happened? Did she even relay the message? Because I don't see them not fucking with. If she said it, if Sugar T said it, it was for real.
Right. I was on the phone with Sugar T and Marquita, and then Sugar T told Marquita to give me her number, and she never did.
Oh, I knew it was something, because I'm telling you, I could put my daddy on the phone, because my daddy lived right next door to him for years. And he fucks with them. So, like, fucks with their mom and daddy, all of that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm like, that don't sound like her not following through what she said, because they about their business. They serious about their business.
Once Marquita asked me, like, and she was like, oh, would you be willing to talk to Sugar T? And Sugar T said, shit, but I fly him out here, I put him in his own suite. Marquita was like, will I be able to be there? And I was like, well, look, I don't need you there.
Hey, Nick.
Right. Well, maybe that's what was it right there. You said it right there. Maybe that was the problem, okay? That's where it got hung up at, right there.
And see,
you dismiss her ass.
that takes me back to the Daryl Johnson situation. I'm just like, no matter what happened, you shouldn't even be talking to that man like that.
Well, I think she was more talking about James, but at the same time, I feel like all of them, across the board, it wasn't just Daryl, it was all of them. I just didn't never say nothing.
Oh, because I know
shouldn't have been running their mouth.
But I saying the shit that D. Wilson said about me now, and all of a sudden, I said, okay, cool. So then
I told you she was on the phone. You kept saying it was Marquita. No, it wasn't. It was her. I was talking shit. She repeated what I said, and I know she did because you quoted exactly what I said. But it was D. It was D.
I figured that D. Wilson was dogging me out for a while. And then smiling in my face like that was wrong.
But they said she was recording. When Marquita said she was recording, I told her to look. I said, just leave. And then when she had came outside and she was talking to me, she was like, oh, they called Daryl on the phone. And then she said, and they was telling him all kind of stuff. And when she was talking to me, she said, these motherfuckers is coming outside. She was walking down the street. She said they came running up after. She said they out here, and they was like, who are you talking to? And she was like, why? I said, why the fuck is they wondering who you talking to on your phone that you pay your phone bill? Why are they asking you?
Because they didn't want her telling me.
As I said, well, if they started that conversation with them, that man, for whatever reason. But I'm like, why y'all not talking to him? Why y'all not even over there? I was wondering why they wasn't over there with y'all. I'm like, if y'all supposed to be together, but it just went word. It just got worse. I said, Marquita, get up, remove yourself. And we had already discussed the stuff before, cold part about before she even left California. I said, when this, that, and other, I walked her through because I told her what was going to happen. I mean, you can see what was going to happen. I told her. I said, they about to play you because you're the new bitch. So when the conversations start up, get up, remove yourself and go in the room and listen to your music. I was like, you too clean, you too goody two-shoes. Get your ass up and go. They gonna throw you under the bus.
But she didn't do that.
She already knew. She didn't do that. So I was like, get your ass up out of there and leave and come home. Because you're going to be in there silent. You know what I'm saying? I would call, my cousins and stuff. But, you know what I'm saying? Get your ass. You shouldn't even be having a conversation with them about none of that. Ain't got nothing to do with you.
Yeah, because when I asked D. Wilson, I said, okay, it's cool what everybody else says, so what did you say? And she got real quiet. I said, okay.
But like I said, they always talking, but it wasn't like they were just talking about you. They were just talking about shit that happened in general. She had a conversation going on. She had a conversation going on, and she had a conversation. 3 different conversations, but just talking shit about shit that was going on. Nobody listening to what nobody said. They just talking shit. I'm on the 3-way. I'm on the, you know what I'm saying, listening. They all got different stuff on.
But I know D. Wilson was talking stone cold cash shit about me. I know that.
She said something about the shoes, and that's what she said. She said something about your shoes. That was it.
D. Wilson
that I remember. Yeah, she said something about the shoes.
What about my shoes?
She said they were just Buster Browns. That's what she
said. They were Buster Browns?
Yeah. It wasn't like they were just talking about you. They just was like, she said that about that, and then they was wondering why you said you had to fight with whatchamacallem and all of that. Other than that, they was just talking shit in general, mostly about that lady that was at the courthouse that wouldn't move out the seat in the front, whoever it was. But she never did mention nothing about her trying to stick the shirt in or none of that shit. She didn't mention that part.
Say it again?
I said she never mentioned about the shirt, about her bringing an extra T-shirt. But she did, and she mentioned about when she was outside again talking to me, she said how they ran out there. She said she was waiting for her ID, her cell phone, so she could call me. And when she got the phone, she said, look at them. They running down there. And she said, Now, they didn't tell them not to run down there. They down there going crazy. And she said, I'm about to go there. And then she turned around. She walked back. She said, I ain't going back there. Down there, there's no sauce and shit. She said they acted a fool. And as she was walking back, she said that's when the car was coming towards her and slow. And she was talking to me, but she was talking to me. She had clicked over to James and then came back, was telling me about James, was on the phone, asking her what she doing in Chicago. And she said, as y'all was going by, it slowed down. And she said somebody was looking, but she was talking to me and fussing about his ass at the same time. She said, they down there acting a fool. I ain't going over there.
I don't know. I don't fuck with D. Wilson anyway.
What happened? Y'all was all ace-boo-coo. What happened? It just kept getting worse and worse.
And she kept doing shit behind the scenes, trying to make it seem like it was me and all this other shit.
Mm-hmm.
And mind you, this conversation is almost a year and a half old. And y'all never heard it until now. The reason why y'all never heard it till now, because I always keep a ram in the bush. See?
Better believe it. If you think I'm here to play around with y'all, God damn it, I'm not.
So while the slow people run with the narrative that they try to push, I keep facts. Let's finish.
So I just look at it. So I look at it now like that bitch can die as far as I give a fuck.
What Antoinette? You ain't talk to Antoinette either? She actually stayed right around the corner from my cousin's house too. I mean, like right around the corner. I knew you was gonna fall out with her.
Why? Why is that?
Her attitude. She got too much testosterone. I knew you was gonna fall out with her.
Only ones I talk to is Shantae and Sylvia.
Yeah, they seem like they're a little bit more mellow. A little bit more mellow. It's like, I mean, take it as, what it's worth. When you need that rah-rah person, you go get that rah-rah person. When you talking about business, go get the business money. I wouldn't discredit and get rid of nobody. I would just treated them separate across the board.
No, I don't fuck with none of them. And then it's crazy because all of them that was talking about me, Kevin Terrell came and apologized and was like, nah, Dana was actually the official. And now all them over there looking stupid as fuck, like, oh no, Dana ain't beefing with Kevin, and Kevin ain't beefing with Dana. That's some fucked up shit. Nah, bitch, fuck y'all.
But that's the whole thing. That's what I was saying. If everybody would have stepped back and let everything calm down, you would have calmed down, and then everything would have been straight. But if you have people on the sideline add fuel to a fire, of course it's gonna keep it kicked up. Yeah, he said what he said. You said what you said. Okay, but them words. You know what I'm saying? You can't discredit about what somebody think or how they feel for right then. That's how you felt right then. That's how the fuck you felt right then. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't that serious to just dismantle the whole thing, because like I said, what I thought what you and him did was, it was fire. So, you know what I'm saying? Because you need more men, and then it brought a whole different vibe to it, because with too many females, it'd be just like cackling, this one trying to overpower that one. You know what I'm saying? It'd be too much sometimes. Be too much, and it messes up. See, I deal with like 100 females in my club, so I know how it is to be trying to put something on and do something, and then you got all of these different people from all, like, you know what I'm saying? With this type of attitude, this ghetto motherfucker, with this snooty I know how to deal with these people, because I've been doing it for like 10 years now with these same group of women. And it can be challenging at times, but I just like, when I need certain stuff done, I just deal with this person and this person for these different issues. When I want my business stuff done or need help, I go get them. I don't involve the rest of them. When I need that rah-rah group, that's who I go get. You know what I'm saying? But we still as one. But everybody ain't going to be able to sit on the front row, and they just got to know that. Keep the BS down. That's how you keep the BS down. If not, it's just going to be like that. No, with women, it already be competition.
Well, like I said, plain and simple, I don't fuck with none of them.
It'll get better. It'll get better. But a lot of them was like saying a lot too much to different people, and it was coming back and acting like they wasn't cool with this person, but really was cool with that person. That type of shit. On the phone saying so much. I was like, that's not cool. Because you don't know who you're talking to or who else listening or, you know what I'm saying? You don't know who people is. And they all across the board. Across the fucking board. I'm on the outside looking in. I was like, if I was this type of person, I could have did hella shit with hella different stuff. You know what I'm saying? Hella different shit. If I was that type of person. That's why I was like, Dana, be cool.
Yeah, I'm not impressed with none of them hoes. Fuck them all.
I was like, Well, I see it's kind of dying down now. All the BS.
Some shit kicked off the other day.
With the people?
Just go look at it.
On who page?
Just go look at it. You ain't gonna miss it.
Sure. I can't be following everybody. Shit, I be needing an hour to a side just to look at shit. I gotta wait till later tonight when I ain't doing nothing. Shit. But still, I think everybody individually is cool, but then y'all gotta just learn how to work collectively together. It's that overpowering stuff. I did this, I did this, I did this. Okay, that's cool. You did that. Kudos to you, but at the end of the day, we're supposed to be working as a team. Everybody's supposed to be working as a team.
That's what you don't understand. I don't fuck with them at all.
I know, but I know you don't fuck with them at all, but still, you know what I'm saying? If somebody got something to share, you know what I'm saying?
Want nothing that they got to share.
Well,
when I say I'm done with you, I don't give a fuck who you are. If I say I'm done with you, that means for life.
Oh, Danny, you be too hard sometimes. You be going harder than a tank.
That means for life. I don't give a fuck.
Stop doing that for life, because that ain't right. But I would distance myself.
Ooh, you ain't suspecting.
I know, right? Like, yeah, you will.
Then that's what he.
What I was about to say?
Then that's what
I didn't know I had to take the kids to school, so I'm about feeling like Jaden. So I guess once the boys get out of school, once we get them, then we can go grocery shopping. Cause I'm kind of tired. I'm just now leaving the shop, and I need a fucking nobody. You know what? I used to be like maybe about a year and a half ago, I used to could not sleep without someone. Now I really can't sleep with someone. It's so weird.
That's
I guess
because
once you
your
get,
mind is programmed now to just fuck everything.
yeah, I was about to say, I guess once you get to a certain mind state, it's just different. I don't know, because I used to could not sleep at all, like have insomnia, be up all night because I could not fucking.
I just wish you would, never mind. Sometimes a wish is just a wish. But I wish I had met you around a time that you really wanted to cuddle and be with somebody. Then yeah, we probably would have been married by now.
I just think that my brain is not there because I don't have a lot going on that I would rather have going on right now.
So wait, Marquita, you tried to impersonate your life with Mishi. So you tried to steal Mishi life story with me, and you tried to impersonate it with your own when you have a grown ass, married ass man. Now, you texting me talking about we trying to come in. I told you I don't fuck with you. What you need to explain to James is why you calling me about the lady that he went to the hotel with and stayed there and didn't come back to you, and your daughter was having a mental relapse. So until you explain that to him, don't come at me with shit. You brought this on yourself when you want to induct yourself in something that don't belong to you. Let's finish.
And see,
so my focus is more so on trying to get my shit together than trying to.
And that's the problem. But see, now, Ashley, here's the problem. Now you got somebody that really.
So that's a whole nother conversation with a whole nother different chick a year and a half ago. So as I take that conversation down, I've played 5 audios. But guess what? I'm going to show you just how bad it get. And I'm not going to do it to y'all. I got 2 more videos to go. But because I know it can be draining, it can be tiresome, I'm not going to do that to y'all. What I will do to y'all, though, is say this. Be careful when people come to you and these little backup channels and stuff like that. Be careful when these people want to talk to you in private about other content creators. Content creators, be careful when people want to jump on your panel and spread lies. Content creators, be careful when people want to get to people close to you just to get on your content and to try to drag somebody else through the mud. Because at 12 midnight, you never feed a gremlin. So is it safe to say that my day is done talking about the Mugwai? Marquita, I don't give a fuck what you say. I don't give a fuck what you do. I don't fuck with you at all. You came talking about me when you shouldn't have talked about me. Only thing I ask you to do is leave my motherfucking name out your goddamn mouth. When you lied on me, I walked away from you and left it there. At the end of the day, you wanted to keep going. All of this because I cut you off. I stopped returning calls. When I was done, which you didn't know, I was done when you told me you had a concert lined up that seats damn near 4,000 people. And I said, okay, let's go. I sent you the name and the number to contact for them people to pay the money for Robert to come. I gave you the breakdown sheet. You had me go through all of that just for you to come back 2 days later to say, well, that fell through, but I want to bring them to a church. I said, get me on the phone. The church man ain't know what the hell I was talking about. I don't do business like that. So with that being said, You brought this on yourself. And bringing this on yourself means that sometimes you got to get a ass whipping in these YouTube streets. I've took many ass whippings, but I gave twice as more than I took. So at the end of the day, like I said, you said I went and borrowed money from Will Eady, right? That's not what the recording said. One thing about me, I know what I said. That's why I asked you 3 times. Miss LaTanya Walker didn't understand what I was doing. It's called verbal assassination. You said 3 times I went to Will Eady to borrow $500 from Will Eady to give to you. No, that's not what the audio says. And when Daboski play it later, it's clearly going to say, I had to give you money so I couldn't fulfill my bet with Will Eady. And me and Will Eady had a $500 on a basketball game, but I had to give you money because you wanted to run away bride. That's what I said. So when you come at me, that's why I asked you 3 times. I don't play games. And what you do, I don't know if James came back to you or not, but you will have men jump online to try to defend you and say they James. But then when I ask certain questions that only James know that you told me, and that person will get stuck and be like, what? No, ain't no what. I'm not playing that with my channel. I love my Dream Team members. I love my followers. I value them more to not allow them to go through that bullshit that you try to pull. Use a lying bitch. And I'm done. I don't have no more else to say to you. I don't fuck with you. I don't like you. Your mama should have aborted you and swallowed you and fucked you at the same time. I'm done. Kick rocks, bitch, with Jesus slippers on. I'm done. Playing with me.
The boy never let me in, sick with the medicine. On the block distributing right with the medicine. Haters don't like me, heard they wanna fight me. Teflon at your chest, I bet you can't fight these. Mad cause I'm getting dope, Pillsbury ill flow. Niggas love to move snow, you sick of me, don't care though. Yes, I'm a savage, out for the cabbage. Catch the boy armed up, full metal alchemist. Yes, I'm ill, and yeah, I'm so real. Coward ass niggas coming home without an appeal. Damn, how this getting done? Tell me what's the outcome? Anybody wanna see me? Tell them where the fuck I'm from. Patrol homes, red rum. Yeah, we get the job done. Out trying to stack chips, make these haters so sick. If they sick of that, then they really gon' be sick of this. Santa Claus Viper, haters Merry Christmas.
Say you love it, what you gon' do now? Hope you're ready, cause I'm really about to put it down.